Here's the intro. Doom is a game that's been released on everything that can be remotely considered a computer. But it was originally released in December of 1993 for MS-DOS. Well, today we're taking a look at the Super Nintendo version, which was released in September of 1995. This version of the game was one of the cool kids on the Super Nintendo who had a different colored cartridge. Well, that was scary. Think of the time it was released. Well, if you ever wanted to play fast slideshow Doom, then here you go. Oh yeah, I can technically start over the game if I wanted to. The music is fine, but the gameplay itself is less than desirable. The frame rate is really choppy, the controls are a little awkward, and look at these green lines going down the screen. Oh wait, that was my Super Nintendo's video output. It wasn't exactly the cleanest. But the other two problems still remain. So as you can imagine, this isn't really going to be a review of Doom itself, but rather just the SNES version. It may look like I'm controlling it weird, but that's because I'm using a Super Nintendo controller. I'm not exactly expecting top quality performance or anything by the Super Nintendo controller, but I expected a little bit better. Same thing goes for the frame rate. I feel like it could have been a little bit better, but honestly, maybe this was just the best they could do for the Super Nintendo, even with the Super FX chip. Well, maybe I'm being a little too harsh on this version of Doom, considering I'm more used to the more modern controls like the Switch version of Doom. But I feel like even for the time, this was a little less than desirable. You know, people always ask about any kind of computer, can it run Doom? But no one really takes the time to ask, should it run Doom? And to answer those questions, with the first one being, you're half right when you say yes, but if this is the best we're going to get, then the follow-up question is, probably shouldn't. I'm probably pissing off a lot of people who are a fan of this version of the game, but let's be real here. Compared to other versions, even for the time, this is a pretty low-performing version. Now, if this was your only option at the time, or for some reason today it's your only option, then it's doable. But compared to the other versions, like if you just want to play Doom in general and you have more modern consoles or computers, there's definitely better options out there. Now obviously there are much worse games on the SNES, but in saying that, this is still one of my least favorite versions of Doom. Now I haven't played them all and I don't plan to play them all, but out of the ones I have played, this is probably my least favorite. But at the end of the day, as harsh as I was with this version, it's honestly not bad. It's just when you compare it to the other versions, it looks worse. Thanks for watching, everyone. I know this one was definitely shorter compared to the previous video, but that's because I was more so talking about the version of the game rather than much of the game itself. But in any case, I hope you still enjoyed, and like if you like this video, and then subscribe if you want to see more, whether like this or longer ones like the previous video, and thanks for watching.